What's up guys, welcome back to Raging Jaffa Gaming. I'm Raging Jaffa and today we are back with episode 2 of the Let's Build. Now here I am finishing off the floor in the kitchen. I'm just doing the traditional kind of retro vintage style black and white checkerboard kind of thing. I don't know if you've got it in your kitchen, but we've got something similar in mine, so I am kind of basing quite a lot of the rooms on stuff that I see in my house. So, like the kitchen floor is kind of, black and white. Some of the way I've decorated some things, they just remind me of my house because, I see them every day and, So, here I'm building a fridge. The little white thing in the corner is like a tabletop kind of thing. We've got some chests, we've got a jukebox, we've got a fridge, we've got some ovens. And here I'm doing the whole torch thing again. Because, as you can see, it did get really dark and, it's night time. So we don't want, monsters spawning in our kitchen. That can only end badly. Let's say that can only end well. How can that only end well? So here we move to the upstairs and I start filling in the upstairs with the oak wood planks. And yes, we're using oak wood planks again. That's only because it makes a nice ceiling and a nice floor at the same time. Here I am actually just testing out where this is, and I put some torches down just to give it a bit of light. And I do this all the time. Whenever I put blocks down above some stairs, I don't know if I can walk on them or not, so I have to test it. And usually I manage to get it right, but I still have to test it just in case it's not right. I guess you don't. Now here I put some fences in, and when I went off the screen just a minute ago, that was me doing the balcony on the outside, which you will see at the end. Now that's me putting a bed down. I put some bookshelves next to it and above it in a kind of archway kind of thing. And you'll see that at the end. My judging of camera angles isn't good, okay? And you may see here loads of particles falling, and that's because to support the roof I had to use cobblestone, and I had to get rid of that because it looked hideous. So here I'm getting a load of stuff in my inventory, in my hotbar just to decorate the rest of the room. I literally just get I do some sort of weird light thing. It doesn't really look that good. If I can, after like just before my friend records it, I will I'll change it because I don't really like the look of it. There you can just about make out the bottom of the wardrobe that I built. There are some chests around, there's a jukebox, and some random general stuff. So we go back downstairs, and you may wonder, where's this? This is under the stairs, so I was kind of making it a small cupboard under the stairs, plus back door kind of things. You can see the two doors on either side, that's the back door. And here I just get a load of random stuff, and put that on there. I didn't realise that I actually put a redstone lamp on top of a redstone block, and then it lit up, and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I just kind of put loads of random junk in there just to make it look kind of like they were trying to store stuff in. I put a couple of cobwebs, That was me messing up a couple of times. And then out here, outside, you can't see it because I didn't change the camera angle at all here. A way I did, I cut out some holes in the floor, and I filled some of them in with cobblestone, and some of them in with gravel. I kind of went around and changed it up a bit because there was a lot of gravel. And then here we're looking into a cave. And I blow quite a lot of it up with TNT. Most of this small bit here is with TNT. So now I'm going to explain why I'm not using World Edit and I'm using TNT. One, World Edit, it kind of I don't really need it for something this small. Like if I was doing this like 10 times, then maybe I would. But also using World Edit, it doesn't really give me the desired effect. So I blew up a couple of things and I fixed a couple of holes that I may or may not have made. Once again, I probably really badly judged the camera angle. There's me blowing up a bit more TNT. It does get kind of dark in there, but I do kind of light it up a bit later. I may be wondering, why am I digging out an entire cave? Well, one of the things that it was in the design brief was another portal. So I thought, hey, why don't we make it its own separate cave thing? Have it in the very centre and have some netherrack kind of like just coming off of the portal, like evil spreading. And here I'm getting rid of some of the stone and I'm changing it to grass. Now, I was thinking, you know, it could have been like a nice lovely little inside kind of cave kind of garden set, like a secret garden. And then all of a sudden this nether portal came and it started spreading its evil and netherness. So yeah, I just run around, break a few blocks, place a few blocks. Most of it is just changing most of the stone for grass. And you can't get a very good angle at it here because I didn't want to keep coming back and changing the angle a lot. So yeah. There's just a lot of me breaking stone and replacing it with grass. I did want a flat layer of grass to work with in the very centre. That would be where the nether portal was and all of the other stuff started. So yeah. Now, as it gets darker, you will start to see probably less. But here I do start building something in the corner that will help provide sunlight once I finish building it and putting the finishing touches on. Now, I thought it would be some kind of evil kind of thing, so I made a lava fall in the corner. I was thinking, well, my original thought was why don't I have a waterfall? And then I thought, well, it's being taken over by evil, so why doesn't it just turn into lava? So there I'm kind of building the portal, and you may think, oh, that looks too, like, that's the wrong shape, but it's actually not. Now, I do come back and deactivate the portal for a moment while I have a bit of trouble with it. You'll see that in a minute. As you can see, there's the light there. That's from the lava slowly pouring down. And some of the cave is kind of dark, so I do come and just chuck some glowstone in the roof. As you can see, some red slowly creeping out from like there. It's kind of like it's tainting the land, but it doesn't quite get out of the cave at the end. Yeah, and there's me having the trouble with the portal, because I try and walk out and then I glitch back, and I get stuck in the portal again. So you see, I walk over there, but I get glitched back into the portal there, and then I come out of the portal, and I try and walk, and I get glitched back into it, and I just have a whole fiasco of, and then I disable it. I replace the block, and you can see the lava there in the background, just doing whatever lava does. And yeah, and then here I'm I outline the portal in netherrack, and then I kind of branch off. See, I'm branching off there, and I make a couple of branches, and it does spread all the way to the ceiling. As you can see, I'm kind of going upwards there. I don't really have any particular pattern for this. I just kind of make it look as natural and like tentacle-ish as possible, like it's trying to spread throughout. But it does stop to a certain point before it gets out of the cave. Because hey, that would be really bad. It would just kind of engulf the entire house that I just built. And as it gets to daytime, you will see less of the light, but, you know. And this one kind of outlines the pool, and I think that does have quite a nice effect on it. And now I am putting some glowstone in the top just for an extra bit of light because it kind of looked really dark. That was me relighting the portal.